Hello, my peeps, and welcome back to another episode here on Bucco Man's World. And today we are going to complete the greenhouse. Yes, we are going to show you a completed greenhouse and all of the processes that I had to do to get that bad boy completed. And that means that these spruce trees that are sitting over here to my right, I'm not going to have to worry about chopping them down no more, and I'm not going to have to worry about going down here and chopping these bad boys down anymore. So, for the final sakes, let me go grab my axe. And you know what? I decided I don't think I'm going to do this like this. Because I am so tired of these trees, so tired of cutting down trees. Let's just do this the easy way. So go grab your favorite beverage, sit on back, and enjoy today's episode. Eh, almost got it all. Alright, my peeps, welcome back. And yes, we are in front of the factory. And the main purpose for the factory was to supply the resources that I was going to need to build the greenhouse. To build the greenhouse, I was going to need a massive amount of glass and a massive amount of dye. And in order to do that, I needed to create a smelting system because I was going to be smelting quite a bit of blocks. And as we do the calculations, I'm figuring it to be 78 by 78. And that bad boy is, in some places, as high as about 15. So I'm thinking that there was going to be a whole lot of blocks that were going to be used in this. And shulker boxes upon shulker boxes of glass and dye were going to be needed, including sand. So that's where this bad boy came into effect. Now, as we fly on top of the platform, as you can see, this was going to be the original area that I decided I was going to build this greenhouse. But unfortunately, I didn't think it was going to be big enough. And because of the way that the land was, I figured that it wasn't going to work. So, my next spot was, and let's go fly there now, and let's see. As we come out over the ocean, there she is right there, behind the marketplace I decided to put it. And it is 78 blocks by 78 blocks. It is as high as 20 blocks at a certain point. It is an all glass roof, all glass sides. As we swirl around, we come right on. Oh, well, that's, I guess, one way to hit the entrance, huh? Ow, my head. Ooh, did you see the red part that hit my head too? Probably a concussion. But yeah, as we step back, this is what she looks like, and it is a massive, massive, massive structure. Eventually, we're going to connect it from the dock that I created over there along the edge to come back over here. And yep, as you walk inside, glass doors. This section here is all oak wood. And when I originally created this became a pretty big mob farm. I mean, there was a lot of bad guys sitting in here, especially in certain areas. So as you see, as you go back through the pathways, there's lights pretty much all the way through this baby to keep all those bad guys out. So this side over here is the oak side, and then the dark oak will begin here, and it actually goes all the way towards the back end. And yeah, and in front of every spot we have a chest. So once I knock this down, I can just put the excess amounts here inside each chest. I'm actually thinking maybe in the future putting a hopper system together so that once I put it in the chest, it'll filter through this and go all the way down into like a main section where we can grab the wood. But for now, this is the way it's set up. This section over here, of course, is birch, and there's 5 rows. And it comes out pretty easy on this side because it doesn't need a whole lot of space for the trees. So we have spruce here, and they are, for now, I believe, 4 rows. This can bounce back and forth depending on the project that I need wood for and what particular woods that we're going to need. And this is the jungles in here. And down here we have the acacia woods. So we have the 4 wood styles on this side, and we have the 3 wood styles on this side. And then just kind of like a lighting system here just to keep all of the bad guys out, in essence. So you go down the path. Some of it still needs a little bit because we did it. But yeah, for the most part, it looks like everything should be ready to go all the way in the back. And it is spawn proof, I do believe now. I don't think anything can possibly spawn in here. There could be a little bit in this area here, but for now nothing has spawned over there, so we've been pretty good about that. But yeah, this is the way that this baby finally came out, and this is one of those projects that I envisioned really from Jump Street. As soon as I built the house over there, I figured I needed a tree farm of some sort, and I wanted it to be a pretty big thing. As of course the rain is going to be a pain in the butt now. But the thing about Minecraft that really keeps me going is that everything is linked together. So when I first initiated building this, I pretty much had to figure out, okay, how am I going to get the resources to do this? Because I'm going to need a ton of glass, which means I'm going to have to go down to the desert. I'm going to have to get the shulker boxes to fill them up. So we had to go to the end. So we had to go to the end and get as many shulker boxes as we could so that we could fill them up so that we could transport them back to the factory, and that had to be created. So we had to build some kind of a smelting system that was going to be relatively quick and relatively fast and relatively productive so that we can get all of the stuff that we needed to make this, including the green dye. So we had to get cactuses. So not only did we have to build a smelting system, we had to build a cactus farm. So now above the factory, oh, there's a guy that spawns right on the outside of the doors. Let's knock him down. But yeah, so the second layer of the factory is the farm. So it should be dark now. Let's go sleep real quick to get rid of this stupid moon. I need to fly around a little bit. I don't have 3 rockets, I see. Alright, that should take care of that mess. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so now what I also created was really the general pathway of this particular side of the island here, of this side of the river, I should say. So this is going to be the path leading. I'm eventually thinking about going this way with the path, coming down this way and up this way, and then build something maybe inside here. Maybe definitely more shops. I wanted to put some shops in here. So there's going to be some shops lined all the way up to about this pathway here. And then this path eventually is going to go down this way and lead over to the wood section, to the greenhouse. So eventually that's going to be the process. Also, what we completed, and I did this actually last night on Twitch and a little bit off camera, is the bridge. It's not 100% completed, but it's pretty close, and this is going to be the bridge that's going to connect this side of the river to the other side. Then I really like the way that this baby came out. And eventually this is going to connect it over to this side. And again, I want like to have like a walk path coming across this way, and have like an open courtyard here with like a huge city hall style house over there. So that is the style. And the other thing that we created since the last time I've been in here was this little dock area over here. And I think this came out pretty decently. Again, we're probably going to do a little more decorating on this side. We haven't really done the landscaping yet of it. But I kind of really like the way that this is cheat. And I really like the way that the dock came out as we used the trap doors as a floor and kind of just sort of scattered them throughout. And then we got the barrels here for lighting, kelp blocks over here, the hay bales, and then the way that the lighting is. In essence, the boats can come in here and dock. Same thing here, boats come down the middle, and same thing over here, and then even a docking port over here if necessary. So yeah, and then when you go into the inside, I really like the way that this came out. And of course, we have the wood from the greenhouse stacked over here, ready to be shipped out. Kind of like a table here. Just inside stuff, and then we hop up here, and then just sort of storage up in here, so we can put whatever we need to put up here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing on this server. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing on this world for like the last 2 weeks now. And now let's see if I can hit this baby. I have 3 rockets. Well, 3 rockets. Let's see if I can hit it. Oh, now I don't have any rockets left. My mouse, I think, needs to be replaced. Ah, hit the landing. But yeah, so far this is how everything is coming around. So we now have the greenhouse in the background leading into the ocean. We have the marketplace that's going to be right here, probably extended maybe around the corner, down a little bit over here. And eventually in here is where I want the homes to be, like the little houses. They're going to be like small little houses, nothing huge or anything like that. They're going to be down in this area right in here. And I'm thinking about maybe possibly some kind of like, probably maybe even keep this water here. I don't know. But some sort of system here. So yeah, this is how it's looking. So probably now what I've really been thinking about too, and I don't have no more rockets, so it's not going to help. But there's like a coral reef over here, and there's like an island. And what I'm thinking about doing now is maybe build some kind of like a coral reef factory type thing off of the island, and then have the island ship the resources back to the mainland in here. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to add too, like a coral factory type deal over in here that's going to get all the coral that's actually out above the horizon over there. So yeah, and I think that this is where we're going to start working on next. I think I'm going to work on a path going across over here, and I believe it's going to be like a paved path, and then some kind of a dock system in here, maybe like a little bit bigger than this guy, like a major docking system coming across over here. I think that's what I'm going to start working on next. The path coming across over here and finishing off the paths over here and go from there. So yeah, my peeps, this is where I am at right now. If there's anything in the comments that you want to leave, go on and do that. If there's any suggestions that you want to make for me, please go on and do that. Just as I take the leap of faith and glide in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go on and do that. If you like the video, please go on and do that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, my peeps, I really appreciate you watching. I appreciate you getting to the end of the video, which is probably the most important part of all the videos. But as always, my friends, thank you for watching. Bye bye, babies.